Hello everyone, Major here and welcome back to Steel Division. So another little video on battle group makeup. This will be the second on the Allied side and following the recent upgrade from Steel Division. We're doing the 15th Scottish. Now a little bit of history on the 15th Infantry Division, or the Scotties as they were known, is that they were quite a distinguished infantry division within the English Army, both through World War One and World War Two. They were disbanded between the wars, but in 1939, the English government and army decided to reactivate it and expand the territorial army, given what they saw Germany doing, for example, annexing Czechoslovakia and invading Poland. The unit fought with distinction during World War II and was eventually disbanded in 1946. Being an infantry division or English infantry division, it consisted of three infantry brigades, the 44th, 45th, and the 46th. Some of the battles during the Second World War that the 15th Scots participated in was the Operation Epsom, which was the first battle to try and capture Caen after D-Day. There were another two subsequent battles to try and capture Caen, one of them being Operation Jupiter, which was to actually capture the high ground, I think from memory, southwest of Caen, which was Hill 112. It wasn't so much of a hill, but given the flat terrain around Caen in the countryside, Hill 112 was a rise, if you call it, rising up to about 300 to 400 metres. But given the flat ground, it gave panoramic views. None of those battles the British were successful in. The 15th Scots also participated in Operation Bluecoat and Operation Enterprise, which were offensives to support the American breakout of the Bocage around St. Lo, which was Operation Cobra. So Operation Bluecoat and Enterprise were offensives, short-term limited offensives to try and keep the German forces facing them in place so they couldn't transfer forces to hinder the American breakout. All right, that's enough of the history. Let's get into our actual battle group for Steel Division. Let's start with the Recon. So the Recon, there's quite a bit of Recon to choose from armoured cars, the Little John, the Daimler, going back to some reconnaissance with troops. I personally, one of my favourites for the British is the little Willie Jeep with the 30 cal machine gun. I think it's 30 cal from memory. Range of 600 metres. Just need to be careful where you do use it. It's not much good if it's going to be exposed to armoured infantry of the opposition or to any vehicles. You've also got the converted Stuart tank, which was turned into a personnel carrier. Plenty of machine guns on that, can take a little bit more damage. So we'll take the... We're going to have to take the medium machine gun carrier. So we'll take one of those. We've also got the scouts, a group of 5 as against a group of 2. Let's not go for the group of 2. Let's go for the group of 4. We'll take a couple of those. Once we get into phase B, we'll take some reconnaissance troops with a Humber. Then we get into the infantry. Prerequisite, we need a group leader to maintain morale and cohesion. Bring groups, yeah, look, got plenty of firepower, not a lot of troops though. Go for the rifles. Yep, we get more of a standard squad, so I'll go for those. And that second group is the same. So let's get rid of the ones with the 4. Let's go for the ones with the 6. Get a few more out there. We'll take a heavy machine gun. That'll do us for phase A. Phase B, we'll go for another leader. Pioneers, okay, they've got satchel charges. Not really what we're after. Not a lot of troops with Piats here, if you notice, which is unfortunate. So we'll go once again for the rifles and small machine guns. And all through there are no engineers. Oh, hang on, pioneers there, but no flamethrowers, which is unfortunate. Always very handy to have. So for tanks, going to keep well away from the Stuart Honeys. they're useless. Phase B, we've got the Churchill. Armour penetration of 11, but the armour protection of 9 and 7, even 6 at the back, is far superior to the Churchill, albeit to the Stuart Honey, but the Churchill is relatively slow. You look at that maximum speed, 18 kilometres and 50 kilometres. Not terribly great, but we'll take those. Take a couple of those. Some more Churchills with upgraded protection. Still got an armour penetration of 11, but they've got slightly better protection. So we'll take a group of those as well. And we can also get a Challenger out. You look at the armour penetration of the Challenger with the 76mm gun at 16, but frontal protection for the Challenger is not great. So we might hold off on the Challengers until we get to Phase C, and we'll take 2 groups of those where we can get some numbers in. Support, Dingo, just a little machine gun carrier, not entirely particularly useful. Stealth is good, even though it's rated as bad. You put that in bushes, it's going to be hard to see. We will go for some supply trucks, the Bedfords, in both Phase A, Phase B. Get down to Phase C, we're going to need some also for what I'm planning further down the track. We'll also get a couple of Crocodiles, a couple of Aries with the 290mm gun. Yep, short range of 600 metres, but infantry in villages or infantry in the open can be particularly useful. So we'll take one of those as well. Have I got the Crocodile? Yep, got the Crocodile. So let's go to anti-tank. All right, we'll take a couple of Piat crews. We need those to support the infantry, given they have no anti-tank capability whatsoever. We'll get a couple of 6-pounders. Phase B, we'll get a couple of 17-pounders. We'll also get some Wolverines with a 76mm gun. Just be wary of the Wolverines. While they have an AP penetration value of 13, their frontal and side armour, particularly their side armour, is particularly poor, so don't let them get too close to opposition tanks. And then we'll take, in Phase C, we'll take some veteran-rated Wolverine operators. Anti-aircraft, you cannot ever go past the Bofors. Not only the Bofors is a excellent anti-aircraft weapon, but it is also particularly useful when it is being used against infantry in the open. Artillery, we could go for the 50mm mortar. Only has a range of 700 metres, and you look at the high explosive value, it's only 4, not particularly useful. We go to the 81mm mortar, quite better. But then you get to if we're going to wait for the 80mm mortar in Phase B, why not wait for the 25-pounder, which also has limited anti-tank capability as well. So we'll take a couple of those. We can also get some priests. So in Phase C, we can get 4 priests as well. That's why if you look at support, I've got so many support vehicles. In anti-tank, we're pretty well right. In artillery, we're pretty right. Now we've just got to look at the aircraft. So in aircraft, we need some reconnaissance. So we'll use the Aster. We use the Spitfires for air supremacy. Also got the Spitfire in a fighter bomber mode. Not really its true role. We'll get some Typhoons in Phase A for anti-tank capability. Phase B, more Typhoons. And Phase C, what have we got left? That's all the aircraft we can get. Alright, so we've got Spitfires for air supremacy and Typhoons for anti-tank. Means we can either get some more recon, and why not go for more Daimler? What's a Daimler got? Is it a 30 machine gun? Prefer if it was a Humber. Daimler Littlejohn, 40mm. Yep, we'll get a couple of those. That leaves us with one left. Infantry, we can get some more infantry. How much we got there? I don't think we need more infantry. Can I get more tanks? Support, we can get some more support. Alright, let's bring out Yeah, personally, I'm going to go for the extra supply trucks. We've got a lot of artillery there, so potentially we could have 8 artillery units firing. We're going to go through a fair bit of ammunition that way. Right, so the final product for an infantry division, got quite a few tanks, got a crap load of infantry. So we've got 6, 12, 12, 12, 12, 21, 30 squads of infantry. That is plentiful. Backed up in the anti-tank with the Piat crews. So there's 8 Piat crews for anti-tank capability for the infantry. We've got another 4 Wolverines and 2 17-pounders and 2 6-pounders. We've got plenty of anti-aircraft with the 7 Bofor units, 8 artillery pieces, and we've got some aircraft as well. So fairly balanced unit, not one really dominating the other. You expect to see more infantry in an infantry division. But anyway, have a crack of it, try it out. If you've got alternatives, let me know. I'm happy to hear your feedback or your input. But until next time, this is the Major out. See you on the battlefield. Bye bye.